al-Farisi, Salman the Persian. So he probably was from somewhere in Iran now, and then he was worshipping the fire there. And then Salman was trying to search for the truth. And Salman tried until he met a scholar, a biblical scholar. And then he told him, there will be a prophet soon in the Arabia. And he said, okay, now maybe I have to travel. Then he traveled to Sham to meet another scholar, biblical scholar. And he met him and he told him about the description, that this person will be in this place and he will not be accepting any sadaqah, but he will be accepting presents, and his khatam al-nubuwwah, the seal of the prophethood, it will be between his shoulder and his back. So Salman says, okay, the first Arabs I will see, I will go with them. See, from Iran, Sham, which is somewhere in Jordan, Damascus, Syria, and then he went with some Arabs. What happened? Those Arabs tricked him and enslaved him. So he became slave. And then they sold him as a slave to a Jewish man. And this Jewish man sold him to another Jewish man. So he became a slave. And he was being sold and sold. And then this man was from Bani Qurayza, from Yathrib, which is the Prophet ﷺ Medina. All this before the Prophet ﷺ went to Medina. And then he went to Medina and he was enslaved for a long time. Until the Prophet ﷺ came, and then he knew about him. So he went to the Prophet ﷺ and gave him something, and he said, what is that, Salman? And the Prophet ﷺ, when he asked it, Salman says, this is sadaqah. He says, take it, we don't eat sadaqah. So this is the first one. Then the Prophet ﷺ, the next day he came with food and told him, what is this, Salman? And he says, present. So he ate ﷺ. So Salman knew about these two signs. And he was also going around the Prophet ﷺ. And then the Prophet ﷺ put the abaya back, and Salman saw it and then started to cry. So the Prophet ﷺ took him and hugged him and sat next to him and told him about his story. So he said, the Prophet ﷺ said with me and told me, I know that you were searching for that and you went to Damascus and you were enslaved. So he was crying and the Prophet ﷺ hugged him. And the Prophet ﷺ says about Salman, Salmanu minna al bayt. Salman is one of us, al bayt, which is the family of the Prophet ﷺ. And he's Persian, he's not even Arab. And you see all this journey, and he was crying and he was enslaved. This is the Prophet ﷺ told the Sahaba, help your brother to be free man again. Then he told Salman, go and make mukataba. Mukataba means that you write down, agree with your master about certain money that will be paid, and then you will become a free man. And he agreed that to plant for him 300 palm trees and serve them until they have fruits, which is probably 5 to 10 years. And then 300 gold coin. Do you see how much is that? Does the Prophet ﷺ asked the Sahaba to collect 300 palm trees, and he ﷺ planted them by his hand, except one of them, Umar, planted it. So the next year, all the palm trees has fruit, has dates, except one. So the Prophet ﷺ told Salman, what happened to this palm tree? Umar said, I planted it, Rasulullah. He wanted to help. So the Prophet ﷺ took it off and put it back, and so next year, until it had fruits, and the Sahaba collected 300 or 500 gold coins and paid it to the Jewish man until Salman became a free. So the Salman actually was very early Muslim, but he didn't attend Badr, he didn't attend Uhud, he was enslaved. So he didn't attend, except the first one was Khaybar. And this is when they did the ditch around the Medina. And who was the idea to make a ditch around? It was Salman's idea. He was from another place, he has knowledge, he has experience. So the Prophet ﷺ told him, what do you think? And he said, we in our country, when we have something like that, a lot of people attacking our Medina, we do that. So you see how beautiful our religion, that the Prophet ﷺ and all the community helped Salman, which is Persian and a slave, and he became free man. And yes, we still say Salman the Persian, but there is nothing is about racism in Islam. All the Sahaba collected the money. All the Prophet ﷺ helped them. As soon as you can call yourself, I am Egyptian, I am Pakistani, I am Indian, I am Sudanese, you can. But as soon as you're not involving any ego in that, as soon as you have ego that this is I'm an Arab or non-Arab, this is when the down road that the Prophet ﷺ asked us to leave it. And you see how many years just to say La ilaha illallah. We are born and say La ilaha illallah. Our kids just born and say La ilaha illallah. Those Sahaba paid everything to say La ilaha illallah. We pay sometimes nothing. It's a blessing just to have. You see how many people around us. There is millions of them, they don't even say La ilaha illallah. So you say La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, and you're practicing Islam. This is a huge blessing that we need to thank Allah for.